I was only a child when I booted up Dino Crisis for the first time, and it gave me some nightmares. Developed by Capcom and released on the PlayStation in 1999 with a Sega Dreamcast and PC version in 2000, Dino Crisis is a game that plays very similar to one of Capcom's flagship products, Resident Evil. But, instead of facing off against hordes of the undead, we face reptiles from long ago. The game takes place on a fictional island called Ibis Island in 2009. A special team known as the Secret Operation Raid Team, or SORT, are sent to the island to bring a man known as Dr. Edward Kirk into custody, who has been leading a secret weapons project from within the facility. However, upon landing on the island, things take a turn for the worse, and the player gets a glimpse of what we're facing through a frightening and intense cutscene where a character named Cooper is chased through the jungle by a T-Rex and eaten alive. This sets the pace and setting for the rest of the game. Players take control of Regina, who is just one member of the team sent to the island to retrieve Dr. Kirk. She's a strong redhead who can easily handle herself against our prehistoric foes. Players will feel very at home and familiar with the controls if they have played some of the older iterations in the Resident Evil franchise, such as Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2, with differences such as being able to aim a gun and move at the same time, while quick turning is assigned to a specific button. A unique feature that adds extra tension to the game is hemostats, which can be used if Regina is bleeding and helps prevent predators from smelling her and hunting her down. Unlike Resident Evil, the characters are fully polygonal, although the camera follows the player from fixed angles, much like in the original Resident Evil games. The game provides an extremely well done narrative, and the setting works extremely well for the game. Claustrophobic areas, narrow hallways, and the jungle setting make this a very terrifying, yet exciting game to romp through. Being stalked by raptors down a hallway or running from a T-Rex are truly terrifying moments, and there are lots of little things in the game that really help sell the feeling and help strengthen the entire experience as a whole, such as finding dismembered bodies. Although Dino Crisis may not have been as big of a hit as Resident Evil, it is still a great game and even spawned two sequels, Dino Crisis 2 on the PlayStation and Dino Crisis 3, which was released on the original Xbox. So, if you're a horror fan and want to try a really good game, you definitely owe it to yourself to check out Dino Crisis.